Ladies and gentlemen, I'm under attack by the real president of the United States of America, by the wealthiest person on the planet, Elon Musk. All of this started when baby formula breast milk stealer of Blizzard, allegedly, Grums, a 60-year-old man, decided to post this. You can tell a lot about Ubisoft at Ubisoft with how much money they are throwing at terrorist platforming streamers. Okay? That was Grums, who has been on a conquest to attack Assassin's Creed Shadows. He's been on a journey, and it's been relatively unsuccessful so far. Having said that, he's still trying. Elon Musk, being the absolute loser that he is, that spends way too much time on his own platform that he purchased for incredibly narcissistic reasons, turned around and replied to it saying, Hasan is a fraud. Then he doubled down, double tweeted, and said sellout would be more accurate. Objectively, he's promoting a terrible game just for the money. To which I screenshotted and, quote, retweeted, this bitch literally paid someone to power level his character in Path of Exile 2, Lamau. What do you mean I'm a fraud? Elon, I challenge you to a duel in Elden Ring. I will cook your fat rolling ass. The reason why I said that is because Elon is not a real gamer, but a fake one. And also because From Software games are the only games that I'm above average competent in. Elon Musk has also reportedly power leveled his Path of Exile 2 character to a degree where he was one of the top players, allegedly, in the entire planet. But it seems that Elon had not had enough. He turned around and called me a chicken shit R word. Nobody pays Elon to play Path of Exile 2. How much money do they pay you for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Says Grums. These are the real shills and grifters. To which Elon Musk replied, Hasan is such a chicken shit R word that he blocked me. My editor also then joined in on the fun, said, and you're so fucking dumb that you thought that Asmongold's YouTube editors control what he does. And then he double tweeted again and said, and showed that I was blocking him, which I did. Of course I blocked him. Now, what I find to be particularly strange about this saga is that no one is addressing the fact that I said I would have him on the stream. I would 1v1 him in Elden Ring and expose him for the fraudulent gamer that he actually is. If we are not going to test our mettle in Elden Ring, we could also do it as interlocutors in the marketplace of ideas. I responded to him, a 60-year-old man who's the wealthiest person on the planet and yet still a ginormous narcissistic crybaby, with this. I said, yeah, I blocked you out, Elon Musk, because you bought this website and you forced everyone to see your dumbass tweets 7,000 times a day. Why do you think I'm afraid of you? Come on the stream if you're such a big man. In the interest of fairness, I will unblock him so he can reply to me directly if he chooses to do so. I will most likely subsequently block him once again because, as I said on this tweet, if he actually had something interesting to say, if he actually had something worthwhile to say, perhaps I would not have issues with his tweets. But he tweets so much instead of running any of his many companies. That's all he does, as a matter of fact. And as you guys know, I've talked about how Elon Musk is someone that I truly love because his ineptitude in broad daylight is single-handedly destroying the myth of meritocracy. Because if someone as stupid and as thin-skinned as Elon Musk can be the wealthiest person on the planet while demonstrating that he doesn't do anything real, then I truly hope that one day many Americans will start recognizing that perhaps these billionaires didn't actually work super hard or super smart for their wealth. Jabri also had a funny tweet on this. The richest man on earth having a meltdown over a Twitch streamer just proves that no amount of money can make you any less of a fucking loser. There you have it. My challenge is still simple. Elon Musk, come on the stream. Show everybody how not afraid you are. Except, Elon Musk, you have backed away from challenges time and time again. When Jon Stewart said he wanted to have you on the broadcast, you said you'd be down to do it with as long as it was in real time. Then you turned around and ran away from that. And you claimed that he was compromised. Elon Musk also backed away from fighting after entertaining the notion of fighting Mark Zuckerberg. Imagine being afraid of Mark Zuckerberg. Will Elon Musk run away from a challenge once again? The ball's in your court. I will say that every moment that he spends crying on Twitter about how a Twitch streamer blocked him is perhaps a moment that he is not spending on eviscerating the administrative state and potentially cutting Social Security. So I'm doing my part, ladies and gentlemen. One last note that I will mention is that I have talked time and time again about how Elon Musk has known who I am and has not been a big fan of me for quite a while. Because of sources that I cannot reveal, that Elon Musk has actively had a grudge since I had his baby mama, friend of the show, Grimes, on the broadcast, where she said this. This could perhaps be one of the reasons as to why Elon Musk has been so angry and so resentful about my existence for quite some time.
Because the attack is too high. The noise gets too high currently.
Why are you so buff? Is it necessary?
What? I don't know. I like working out.
So it is fun, though. It is fun that we can all unite.
Company.
Yeah, remember this conversation that took place with Elon and Don Lemon?
So you said if they kill the company, it's them. But doesn't the buck stop with you? I mean, you're
Don, I have to say, choose your question carefully. There's 5 minutes left.
Odds on if he's watching the stream right now, there's a likelihood.
okay, but so
Is this the question you want to ask?
same question is you said that they are killing the company, but you're the head of the company. The buck doesn't stop with you?
I acquired X in order to preserve freedom of speech in America, the First Amendment. And I'm going to stick to that. And if that means making less money, so be it.
So I have to be, listen, I'm just being honest, right? I'm not trying to, get you or anything. I was just surprised that you would blame other people for killing the company. I mean, when you say the buck stops with the President of the United States, regardless of what happens, right? So, why would that question upset you? You seem upset by it, are you?
I think you.
And I'm not trying to upset you.
Well, you are upsetting me because the way you're phrasing the questions, I think, is not cogent.
It's not what?
Not cogent.
Cogent.
Yes.
Go ahead.
If given a choice where an advertiser is saying you have to censor all this content on the platform, irrespective of where their advertising appears, then our answer will be look, you can choose where you want your advertising, what you want your advertising to appear next to, but you can't insist on censorship of the entire platform. And if you insist on censorship of the entire platform, even where your advertising doesn't appear, then obviously we will not want them as an advertiser.
So what would you say to advertisers who have left the platform or who are considering coming back or not coming back? What would you like to say to them?
Well, first of all, almost all of our advertisers are coming back to the platform. So
Nope,
it's a
they
very
didn't.
short list of advertisers who are not.
Yeah, the fantastic advertisers that come back onto the platform is Adolf Hitler, cryptocurrency schemes, and I don't know. I don't even get that many ads anymore, but it's usually the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, porn ads is fantastic. Really cool stuff. Don't forget Nixon Groyper. That's what I'm saying. I get a lot of schizophrenic people on my ads. I'm not even using it as a pejorative, literal schizophrenics. Yeah. Advertisers are rushing back to advertise on Twitter so hard that Elon Musk is trying to sue advertisers to come back to the platform by force.
Not coming back to the platform. and our advertising revenue is rising rapidly, and our subscription revenue is rising rapidly, and I feel very optimistic about the future of the X platform.
Okay. Listen, honestly, I'm not meaning to offend you. You're an intense person. Where does that intensity come from?
I was born that way, and I had a tough childhood.
You did?
So, yeah.
How so?
So tough.
Right, Walter Isaacson goes into it in the book, and we only have a couple minutes left, so
All right.
too long to describe. So the one or two questions I can do, and then we'll have to call it.
Okay. Again, I don't mean to upset you. Why are you just...
No, I have a whole room full of people waiting to meet with me.
Okay.
So we're just going over time.
Okay. All right. I understand that. So
I had a difficult childhood. My father was spectacularly wealthy. We basically had slaves. It was very difficult. Did you see this clip of Elon crying because his hero hates him?
You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that, because those guys are, yeah. You know, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. You know, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
Did you expect them to cheer you on?
Certainly hoping they would.
What are you trying to prove to them?
What I'm trying to do is to make a significant difference in spaceflight and help make spaceflight accessible to almost anyone. And I would hope for as much support in that direction as we can receive.
I didn't even know he was capable of crying. All right, moving on. Moving on from Elon. Yeah, this explains why he wants to kill NASA. He's like, if my heroes don't like me, then they can no longer have NASA. No more space travel for anybody. Only I get to do it. Only I get to have space travel. Relevant. What is this?
Good idea for an electric jet.
Pedophile says, what? Get away from me.
Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
Pedophile says, what? Get away from me.